Hello folks, it's me Daryl, back with another Mandela update. And yep, all the warm and fuzzy shit is behind us. We can get back to work. I thought we'd start out with one request that I do remember. Damn, I meant to go look up your name. I apologize for not doing that, but I will find out. But yes, the area requested was the Gulf Coast from Mobile, Alabama to, we'll go right down to the bottom of Texas, the old panhandle. It's still a panhandle. Who knows, the way things are changing. But anywho, yeah, it's been a couple days since I pulled up the ball here. And again, faced with another dilemma immediately, because I want to peg a bunch of islands that are coming, and it's driving me nuts that I haven't been able to get down here to the Bahamas and Turks, Caicos, Cuba. This whole area is just gone so out of control, like as you can see. But even without getting in too close, you can see right here, bada bing bada boom, at least 5 new islands, and significant ones too, that are definitely gonna pop. And you know what, since this is not the purpose of the video, I'm not even gonna bother pinning these while we're here. But I will definitely, I'm gonna have to make a point of getting back into this neighborhood and getting some of this marked before there's nothing left. It's all land, because this is gonna fill in. Okay, back to our main objective here. As you know, like Florida, look at this. Like, it's in my bigger picture video, it's explaining how I really suspect the mainland is all going to fill in right out to here first. It'll come here too. Actually, it might spin a little, send one of these off. These guys here. You may see one of them come up here first, but for sure this is filling in. Like, look at the Florida Keys. This is freaking crazy. All this land in here, this has all been new coming up for a while. But, some of the stretches of bridge in here are phenomenal. Like, I don't know if they're real or not for sure, but like, check this bad boy. I bet he's miles long. Oh, come on. Ah, Jesus. God. Yeah, it's like 5 miles long. Wow. Okay. Damn, I'm sidetracked already. Didn't mean to do that. But yeah, you can see, like, without a doubt, these are gonna work their way around, and then this is all gonna fill in. We'll be losing land in the meantime too. But yeah, another reason why it's really good timing too to fulfill this request. Where's mobile? I think Haley Bammy, here we go, is because of an awesome suggestion by Lorenzo to start taking advantage of some of the hundreds of thousands of street cams that we've got going out there. And why not? But we're going to go by a lot of heavily populated areas here that look really questionable. And I mean, look at this over here. Even I could get sidetracked and start heading east because I know there's stuff wrong there, but we won't. We'll honor our commitment here. So let's get down to Mobile. I guess depends if you're from the south, whether it's mobile or mobile. See, I know you guys, you do have a lot of wetlands down there, so again, I'm really no expert on geography, so I expect a lot more of the, boy, you should go back to school comments, but I don't take them too serious, because they're obviously new enough in here that they just don't understand what it is we're doing. But they'll come along. Alright. I don't know. Let's take a closer. I guess I'm kind of focusing on populated areas, hoping to find something near major intersections where there should be cams pointed the right way, but strike out. But I don't know about this area here. If you're in this area, if this stuff is expanding, I would be a little suspicious, just because of the color here usually tends to mean that land is turning into water. Okay, this is as far east of Mobile as we're gonna go. Damn, you know what, honestly, I'm not seeing anything super suspicious in that neighborhood. So, okay, coming down from Mobile, the only thing I did notice that really kind of struck me odd is this, what is it, Gaylord Island. But I mean, it may not be anything, but it's kind of funky. A lot of man-made stuff for sure going on. But to be honest, the thing that drew my attention was this. And I think this is underwater, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, see, there's an inlet, outlet there. So this is all underwater. In this part, like the majority of the island is actually underwater in that real transformative looking stage we see. But trying to figure out what all the dots were, I dropped my little dude down, try to have a little peek. Look at this shit. Like, what is that? These things go for miles. And I see, and it ain't giving you no street view. No matter how much you click on it, it ain't gonna. So I don't know what the hell, people. So if you're in that area and you can get a bead on that island, see what's going on out there. Looks a little suspicious for sure. Now, this stuff, all you regulars, you know this. These stringy formations, especially, I don't know why they always have the little tail on them, but they just tend to do that. This one here, even, at some point, it's going to swing around here and then start to fill in, perhaps, if it's building land. Sometime it's coming, sometime it's going. Another one of these funky bridges, nice and long, but again, the finger bar thing here, that does look quite natural, a lot of it for sure, but it also shows a lot of the similar signs that we're used to seeing, where it just the proportion of land to water, like main water bodies on one side, and then just too much water in behind the land. It just, see, this looks probably natural, a lot of stonework and stuff, but I don't know about that finger there, so you may want to have a look at that. Same thing here. I mean, look at this stuff, looks suspicious, especially when you find this. Like, why is this Pelican Island marked? Is it one that was there and it's now gone? Or is it one that's coming? Because that's one of the things with the islands that are appearing, is quite often they'll have an airport designated, a hotel perhaps, things like that, when there's nothing there yet. No island, no nothing. See these, if you could do a little Gulf Coast trip and just pan some video shots of a lot of these things so that we can monitor them moving forward. See, look at this. It's probably real. Could be. Cool neighborhoods. Nice price for your real estate. And then look here. I don't know what's going on. Huh. Could be nothing. Could be something. But again, just too long as stretches of odd use for the land. Oh, and somewhere along here, I hope I don't miss it. Look at this. Like, really? Is there even road anymore? No. Wow. So who's cut off? This side had, they were attached all the way back to here. So these guys must, no, really, see? I mean, this is not right. You got, there's nothing going on here even. They aren't, well, I don't know. You guys make the call. Is that a typically proper setup where you, I mean, you always people, you got to think of the money factor. Always the money will tell you the story. And this isn't right. The developers would have been all over this piece of land here. Like, all over it. You kidding me? For all the places where we develop these types of communities? You think that however many miles a bar is going to be vacated out there? Could be. But hey, you know what? Daphne Island, anybody down here in this neighborhood, if there's street cams there, we'll probably get to catch some activity. Especially if there's anything down here pointing down this way, or across the bay even. I'll bet you any money this stuff is either just coming or just going, some of it. Yeah, it's looking mighty wet, so you're probably going to want to see what's actually out there in the bay and get some pans of that. For sure, there's got to be street cams in here someplace that face the bay that we can keep an eye on the shore, because obviously it's the coastlines. I mean, it doesn't matter where you go. Every single day when I pull that ball up, it don't matter where you zoom into, it is wrecked. So, oh, I got sidetracked. I didn't finish on this skinny thing here that's not populated. There's a bunch of them here I found that didn't make any sense, that were cut off, where it really looks like there was a road. It isn't there. That could be something coming up. It could be something going down. That's why we gotta see, we still, and even to come out and pan some good shots of this stuff, and then it disappears, or it turns out these speckles are new stuff coming in, like this. We still don't know that our video records are gonna maintain, but they may, you know. We don't, that's all we're doing here, is trying everything we know that we can until we click on something successful. And I can guarantee you we will, because it's just the way it works. There's a lot of supernatural type shit going on. I don't know what else to call it. It's just not things that we're accustomed to having happen in our natural world, as it were, but we're still in our natural world. We just have some different shit to deal with. So, but a lot of the same systems still apply, like the process of elimination and proper scientific investigation and critical thinking and properly analyzing things based on the facts that we can have on hand. And unfortunately, you know what, when you're talking the stuff you are with the Mandela Effect, this whole area, I don't know, every wetland makes me suspicious just because of the way the damn water and earth has been changing places. But wow, yeah, see, There is something coming or something going here for sure. Yeah. See, I'm not sure if you could even get out onto here. Like, I'm sure you'd drive to somewhere near the end of it, but you'd have one hell of a walk even trying to just get out there and look around. And see, this is new. Well, I can't say that for sure, but I would suspect there's a good chance. Yeah, you sure get a lot of this where you got basically water, your trees growing in salt water, which is, again, just not right. So look at this bad boy again. You don't think the developers would have been all over that if they were on some of the rest of this? I can almost guarantee you, it really is bugging me that I forgot to look back and get your name, but if you can get anywhere as near this area and get this recorded and our recordings don't get screwed with in the typical Mandela fashion, I can guarantee you we're going to catch some significant change going on in this area. Wow. Look at this. You see what I mean about if there's a will, there's a way. They're going to get this stuff developed because it's all money. It's all revenue to them. It's all about the dollar. And you know what the sad part is that I'm hoping to get more people educated on that can get working against what's going on, but it's not even about the dollars, people, at this stage or ever anywhere along the way. For them, it's about control and power. Man, this area is so messed. I just know it is. I don't know what, but I know there's a lot of population around the whole area here. And I know we have roughly half of our followers are from the US, so surely some of you soldiers have got to be near this area, because it needs to get recorded somehow. Fuck, I'd take video, but I'd try still shots too, just in case. We never know. Like I say, we gotta just try everything, but at the same time, remember the definition of insanity. That's to keep on repeating the same shit and expecting different results. We're not going there. But we have to go through the proper process of elimination and start with the most obvious that we can and work our way out from there, right? Jesus, we're already at 18 minutes. Holy cow. See, I wasn't sure we'd be able to even cover all this because it's just too wacky, man. Look at the way this is designed. This may be one of those cases. Let's see if the airport's actually here. See what's going on with that. Sploosh! Shit! WTF. I think we're gonna pay for a little pricier airline next time. No, see, this stuff is just wrong. I know it is. I'm trusting that some of our locals down there can tell us exactly what it is. But I think we're gonna find an awful lot of this stuff that just does not belong the way it is. For sure. But again, I could be wrong. But I'm one of those folks that would rather be wrong and learn something than convince some poor soul something I believe is right when I'm not. You know? It's not going to gain any of us anything as a society moving forward, is it? Wow, I can't wait to hear the feedback on all of this. It's like I say, I know you guys have a lot of wetland down there, but wow. Holy shit, another Congo. Congo Island. Cool. Woo. Yeah, see, look at this. You guys know that have been following just from looking at different zoom levels, the different colorations that show up. We can often come back and find stuff changed. Unfortunately, we can't go back and do the before and afters for you, because it is what it is. It's the Mandela Effect. Obtaining hard copy records of things it can prove to be very difficult. And then the real unfortunate part is how quickly people are willing to give up what they believe and what they remember. And it's kind of a long story behind that, but I consider myself fortunate to have gone through the propaganda system when I did, because they were still teaching a little bit of critical thinking and stuff back then, but now people don't even know why they know what they know half the time. They just can tell you you're wrong, right? But they don't have the systems developed that we used to, that people like me and very few others, even in my generation, saw the value in. But you have to develop systems for coming up with belief systems, because that's what they are. Your beliefs are supposed to be a system that was put in place by going through a system that kind of safeguards against shit getting in. Because if you don't have proper filters set up and you trust that when you need to know something, you just run to Google, right? And I think if anything else has become pretty painfully obvious with the Mandela Effect, that the powers that be are doing everything they can to cover it up in every case. And that's just the way it is. So, really? You're going to keep telling me I'm wrong on stuff that I've spent half a century studying long before the internet came along? Like secret societies and government corruption, all the ties back to the Vatican, the royal family, and those inbred sacks of shit. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend any Brits out there at all, but I've got stacks of evidence taller than I can reach of evil and corruption and theft and murder and shit that all points back to that lovely House of Windsor. But anywho, that's a story for another time. Galveston, we're getting close. Jesus, I'm sorry, people. This thing is gonna be way so longer than... I never ever intend these things to be this long, but really, what do you do? I mean, there is so much to cover. Every time you pull up the ball, there's something going wrong somewhere. See, look at the population in this area, and look at how wacky a lot of this shit looks. You telling me we can't come up with street cams here somewhere that can't start keeping a look on this stuff for us? I never did get into that kind of thing, but I know there's those of you out there that actually enjoy doing that, and it would be just phenomenal if you could get us pointed in the right direction. I'm going to set up an area in the blog. Look at the way this land is getting chewed out here. This is phenomenal. There's no way we really look at this. Gotta make fucking lemonade again. God damn it. Right on. That's awesome. No, this shit ain't right. There's no way that's right. Oh no, I totally forgot what I was talking about. If I was making a point, it's gone. Shit. Oh yeah, talking about how we establish our belief systems and whatever. I really do feel the need to... Oh no, I was about in the blog. Yeah, I'm going to set an area in there for, like, to adopt a street cam or something. I don't know. I haven't figured out yet exactly how to set that up, but we're going to get coordinated on taking advantage of that technology. But really, people, look at this stuff here. There's... Just to keep this video shorter, I'm going to stop going right in there, but as you can see, you're going to find all kinds of interesting phenomenons, I'm sure, through this area. Because if you watched my the bigger picture video, I think, well, I've mentioned it a few times, but I honestly suspect that the Gulf of Mexico, if you're left with anything, is going to be an inland sea. It's going to be completely landlocked for sure once this stuff finishes doing what it's doing. You may be left with a little narrow channel here, I don't know, but I doubt it, the way Cuba's swinging around, the way this ridge is coming up here. So many things to look at. I don't know, maybe we'll try to get back into this area next, but I'm kind of anxious to get some of our land bridges just overall, get them pinned and try to get some record for the newbies that are coming in that tell me to shut up and show the before and afters. Well, yeah, that was the point when we started, but it's not possible now. You would not believe how many, all these long strings here on the Japan-Russia land bridge, they were all nothing but dots, like these little dots when we first started watching this. You guys, from the beginning, you'll remember, you know what it was like. But, so, we're gonna set out to make lemonade on the next video. We'll come and start pinning the ends of the islands and the spaces between and clearly marking, so we will have record moving forward. And again, as usual, I apologize for the length of this damn thing, and I really hope y'all enjoyed it. Take care, folks.